Hey everyone, my name is Satvik Sethi and today I'll be showing you how to create a simple 3D model structure using Blender. And Blender is a software which is used to animate and create 3D models, structures to animate games and to do some also crazy stuff. So I have already created a project and I'll be showing you what I have just created. So this is the project which I have created yesterday, and this project is basically consists of pillars and a middle bomb in between. So what this bomb will do, it will explode itself and it will also destroy the whole construction over there. So these construction layout has been creating using simple 3D structures. These simple 3D structures includes cylinders, includes spheres, include cubes and many more of that. So, and it also has a very nice thing that it also provides you with a grid, and this grid helps you to basically scale everything and to move in the x, y and z direction. Therefore this tool helps us to select different type of things which consist differently in everyone's project. So this pillar over here has been created using a cylinder. This the base of the pillar I created with the help of some 3D structures consisting of cubes, and I just scaled them up to the level which was required. And then using the modeling tool, I modeled this thing with the help of the bevel tool. So what does this bevel tool does is that the bevel tool helps you to confine the edges and to make it more smooth. And then I just selected one pillar which I just created and restacked it over the others. Over the other means that I duplicated them and just stacked them differently side by side with things. And talking of this bomb I created using a spear and the shell of the bomb explodes into differently many pieces. This process has been created with the help of property tools. Yeah. So the property tools is basically just a particle simulator. What does it do is it creates many small particles, and with the help of modifier properties you can select what type of property do you want. For example, if you want to explode something, you can activate the explode option from the add modifier over here. You can also remesh everything and solidify, liquefy, anything which you want to do. So what does it do here is that it explodes and it also disturbs all the other elemental things, cause these all other elemental things are in active form right now. These are rigid bodies. This frame above here and the floor below it, these are also rigid bodies. This floor is passive. What does it mean that passive? Passive actually means that it does not move from its place even though if the gravity is in activation. So I'll be showing you how to now further, after creating this, how to add textures to the models that you just created. So over here where I go, look at this. These are the textures which I have just implemented in my model. These texture can be implemented from the texture properties over here. So this was the basically texture which I have just created. It consists of the wood type of something, and then you can also add pattern to it, for example ring noise and Voronoi F2. So these are basically patterns which you want to choose yourself, which looks good in specific cases. Now coming to the material properties. This material property has been chosen from the open source environment which I just downloaded yesterday. This is a property number 022. This is a property number 002 which I had taken it from the open source materials. So you can implement it over here. Similarly, in the pillars also, I just implemented property number 0.008, and in all the pillars these are all the same. Now talking about the animation, what would it consist of? That this bomb will explode, and finally it will shatter into pieces along with all the other boundary elements. Now let me show you just how animation works. In this whole project, what I use custom animation in the bomb figure, the basically whole soul of this project. So let me play it for you, and then we'll see. So this is whole animation stuff which is going on around here. The bomb explodes into severally many pieces, and it also disturbs the aura around it. So what does it do? It also destroys the ceiling of the structure, which also shatters into many pieces, and it also distorts the pillars. These pillars are usually animated from the animation stuff over here. You can actually add a modifier over here in it. The animation stuff goes around with the rigid body over here. You can set it to active. You can also set the mass of here. You can also select which type of collision should it occur. You can also set the friction, which I just have implemented 0.05 over here. You can also set the collision mass and up to what margin will it go. So in all the pillars, it consists of random properties. Random properties means that it is differently in each and every pillar. So therefore, whenever the bomb explodes, each particle and each basically the model which I have created, it acts differently in every cases. For example, if I show you one more time, look at here. So this seamless transition over here is all random, and it can be created and it can be changed according to the thing. Now talking about the lighting is from the HDMI lighting source over here. You can also select the environment from which type of lighting would you like to choose. For example, this is just the basic lighting, and for example, you can choose this. So basically I was choosing the second option because it just look more vibrant over here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you all like it, this basic collision system of the pillars. If you like it, you can tell me down in the comments, and thank you very much. Keep rocking.